Hey YouTube, if you are in your 20s right now, just listen to me for a minute. Seriously, I'm not trying to lecture you or scare you or anything like that. I just want to talk. Because I'm 35, and if I could sit across my 23-year-old self, this is probably how that conversation would go. You know what? The biggest illusion in your 20s is you genuinely feel like you have time. And not just time, but a lot of it. Like you can delay things and it won't really matter. You probably told yourself things like, I'll start gym next month, or I'll take my career seriously once things settle down, or even something as simple as, I'll fix my routine soon, right? But tell me one thing, when has life ever actually settled down for you? It doesn't. There's always something. And what happens slowly, without even noticing, is that you keep pushing important things forward and life keeps moving away. Let me ask you something. Do you ever feel busy the whole day, but at night you're not really sure what actually did? Like you're doing things like scrolling, watching stuff, thinking about plans, maybe even researching something, but nothing really moved. That's the trap. Because it feels like progress, but it is not. I've been there. So you tell yourself, I'm figuring things out. But are you really figuring things out? Or are you just avoiding committing to one thing? Because once you commit, you have to let go of all the other options. And that feels uncomfortable. So you stay in your safe zone, where you're always about to start. Does that sound familiar? Okay, now here's where things shift. And I wish someone explained this to me earlier. When you hit your 30s, life suddenly becomes harder. It just becomes more real. Your energy, it isn't the same. Your responsibilities increase. And all those things you thought you'd handle later, they don't disappear. They come back together. Your health, your money, your skills, everything. And at that point, you're not dealing with plans anymore. You're dealing with results. So let me put it this way. Life doesn't care about what you actually intended to do. It only reflects what you actually did consistently. So if you spent your 20s building something, even slowly, your 30s feel stable. But if you spent most of your time delaying, overthinking, or just staying comfortable, then your 30s feel like catching up. And catching up is tiring. But I don't want you to misunderstand me. Like, I'm not saying you need to have your life sorted right now. That's unrealistic, right? You should explore. You should try different things. You should fail. But let me ask you this. Are you exploring or are you escaping? Because those two feel the same in the moment, but they lead to completely different lives. Also, who are you spending most of your time with? Be honest. Because I used to think I'm my own person. I won't ever get influenced. That's not true. You slowly become like the people around you. Their habits, their mindsets, even their standards, they start becoming yours without you even realizing it. So if your environment is casual, distracted, and unstructured, you'll slowly become that too. And one more thing. This one hits a little later. You won't regret the things you tried and failed at, but you'll regret the things you knew you should try but didn't. Because you were waiting to feel ready. Let me ask you something now. Have you ever actually felt 100% ready for anything important? Exactly. It doesn't happen. You just start and figure it out while doing. Okay. Can we now talk about health for a second? Right now, your body probably adjusts to everything. Bad sleep, random eating, no exercise. You still somehow manage. So it feels like it's fine. But what you are doing is building a kind of silent backlog. And later, it will definitely show up. Lower energy, slower recovery, random fatigue, and suddenly You have to take care of your body, not because you wanted to, but because you need to. And it's the same case with money. I know it doesn't feel like a big deal right now. You think I'll earn more later. I'll manage it then. But it's not about how much you earn. It's about whether you're building control over it. Because later, money isn't just about spending. It's about freedom and having options in your life. If you continue living exactly the way you are right now for the next 5 years, where do you think you'll end up? Not where you want to be, but where you will realistically be. That answer is your current direction. So, I'm not saying panic. I'm saying to be a little more intentional. Make mistakes, but don't repeat the same ones again and again. Try things, but stick long enough to actually see the results. Take care of your body now, not later, and stop waiting for the perfect time. Because most of the time, perfect time just means I'm not comfortable yet. If you and I were actually sitting together right now, I wouldn't tell you to completely change your life overnight. I'd just tell you to pick one thing and then take it seriously. Just one. Because that one thing starts building the momentum. And yeah, if this conversation made you think a little, then you'll probably relate to a lot of other stuff that I talk about here. Things like discipline, confusion, overthinking, basically everything we all quietly dealing with but don't really talk about properly. Anyways, I'm still figuring things out too. Just now I can see things a bit more clearly. And if you can start seeing even 10% of that clarity right now, you're already doing better than what I did.